Today I will be showing you how to record your own voice as well as your game chat without having to use a second microphone. This will work with any headset you may have as long as it works for chat on your console and you have the correct controllers or adapters needed. Here is a list of what you'll need. In this video I will be focusing on the Xbox One since that is the console I'm using. However, what you need for PS4 is listed on the bottom left. Just pause the video if you need more time to read over this information. Okay, so once you have what you need, you want to open up your Elgato software, and this is what it looks like. The first thing you want to do is come down here and turn commentary off. The only reason why it would ever be on is if you have a live commentary mic connected, like for example mine is the Blue Yeti microphone. If you don't have one, you don't have to worry about this part, but I do, so you have to turn commentary off. After you've done that, you want to go under the Capture tab. Up here there's Capture and Edit. You want to go under the Capture tab, and then under this part where it says Device, you want to hit the little Settings button. This will come up. So you want to go to the Capture tab, which is where it should automatically pop up to, but if it's here, say just go to the Capture tab. And right here where it says Audio Input, you want to click on Analog. I think at the beginning it's just going to be the HDMI, but you want analog. So click on Analog, and then before you accept or hit OK, go over to the Audio tab, and there you want to turn your decibels up to plus 12, and that helps your mic pick up your voice better, because you know you're not going to be like on top of your microphone, and you still want to be able to hear yourself over top of your game and other people talking. So once you've done that, you just hit OK. The next thing you need to do in here really is just kind of test with your audio here. Mine, I keep it at the 0 decibels or 71%, I'm guessing that's what that is. But you can, if your audio is too low for whatever reason, you can bring it up, but keep in mind the more you bring this up, the more like kind of staticky feedback you may get. So you definitely want to try to keep that, you know, around 0 if you can, or less. But so there's that. Once you've done all of that, that's all you have to do in the Elgato software. Next I will go into the settings on the Xbox and show you what you need to change there. Now that you're finished in your software on your PC, you want to come over to your Xbox, and the first thing you want to do is go into Audio Output, and you want to make sure the HDMI audio is stereo uncompressed. If it's not, change it to that. Afterwards, go under Volume and go to Chat Mixer and make sure that it is set to do nothing. Mine was set at 50% and it made everything super duper low. You don't want that, and I think that's the default, so you want to change it to do nothing. Once you do that, you can just load up a game and you can start testing. So I've got Black Ops loaded in right now, and I am using just like a random headset plugged directly into the 3.5mm jack on the bottom of the controller. And if you want to play with your settings for that, you just double click your home button, go down to the settings, and there it is. These are the settings that I use, and I get pretty good feedback with it. I've got it 1 notch away from being completely chat, so I got a little bit of game sound in there. And then I got my headset thing turned 2 notches from being all the way up. And this is what it sounds like whenever I'm talking over the gunshots. Okay, so that's that one. Now if you're using the Turtle Beach with the little controller, like the little adapter on the bottom of the controller, you use that to do the same thing. So I'm going to switch mics and show you what that one sounds like. Okay, so now I have switched over to the Turtle Beach XO1s, which have the little adapter at the bottom of the controller. And this is what these sound like when I am shooting and talking through the shooting. It's the same basic concept, except you don't have to pull up the settings on the side. You just use the little adapter that's at the bottom, and you just kind of play with it until you get the levels that you want. So if none of these fixes or whatever work for you or don't work for you, I have some more troubleshooting tips that I can share with you if you need help. But my problem was that I was getting really, really low volumes whenever I tried to use the analog audio. And I spoke with the Elgato tech support, and they got me up and rolling with that simple change to the chat mixer, telling it to do nothing or whatever. So hopefully that'll fix any issues that you have with doing this. Oh, and that's what I forgot to mention. The Microsoft official adapter does not work for recording your own voice. You can get everyone else's voices, but you will not be able to get your own, and you'll have to use the external mic. So if you have an older controller that has to have the adapter, you want to go with the Turtle Beach adapter, because it's the one that will allow you to also capture your own voice. For what reason, I have no idea. I will leave links in the description to all of the things that I used, both the headsets I used, all of the software and hardware that I used. I will leave links where you can get them in the description. But anyway, I believe that's everything I wanted to say. So thank you for watching, and hopefully it helped you out a little bit.